Hi everybody, thank you for tuning into another video. Today we're going to be unboxing the Samsung Freestyle Projector. This is a portable projector which is capable of full 1080p up to 100 inches, and it effectively runs on battery power if you want it to, or you can also plug it into a USB power supply. And the benefit of something like this is you'll be able to take it out with you. I'm assuming you can't use it in extremely bright light, but you know, you might want to project it onto a wall in a room or a ceiling. If you're out and about to go into a friend's house to watch a movie, get a bit more of a big screen sort of experience. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up, see what it's all about. We'll give it a little test. I'll see if I can project it onto my wall here in the kitchen next to the TV. And we'll just try and compare how far you've got to go to get the same sort of size as the TV. It's not a very big TV, and also the sort of brightness that you can expect in a normally lit room, and we'll also test it out in the dark. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this up. So you've got a little tab here, I don't know what that's all about. There's a little perforated seal here which I have now opened, so I've committed to that. And we're just going to go ahead and open this right up and see what's inside. So interesting packaging there, it's got sort of angle here to the box. First thing when you open it up, you see here is a quick setup guide, and it's effectively showing you how to get it out of the box. The lens cap, it looks like there's a power supply and also a charging cable in there. And there's also a smart remote, which is very similar to a TV remote, or one of the Samsung smart TV remotes, I guess, of these days. But I think it's a baby version of that for the projector. Now, initial views I'm getting here is a bit bigger than it looked online when I was looking at it, but still, nevertheless, a portable size and something that you will be able to stick in your bag to take around with you. So let's go ahead and see what's in the box first. I'm going to go ahead and get this out. I think this is going to be an accessory pack, I suppose. So let's go and have a look at this. This will no doubt be a bit of paperwork, maybe a charging cable as well, who knows. No, just some paperwork there, so nothing more to look at there really. I'll close that up. We've got a power supply, so let's just check the power rating of this, right? This will be quite, so it's got a super fast charger. I don't know if you can see that or not very clearly, but it does say the super fast charging, so that's interesting. And then from a power rating perspective, what you've got here is you've got 5 volt. I'm just going to hold that into view there so you can see it as well. 5 volt 3 amp output on that, so fairly meaty power supply, giving you up to 15 watts in total. I suppose not the most powerful, but there we go. This will be a nice long power cable, so they have thought about the fact that you are probably going to need a fairly decent length power cable compared to the sort of standard lengths you'd get in I guess your mobile phone. So this looks like it's at least 2 meters, maybe more. Definitely longer than you'd get with your phone, and it's angled. I'm not going to bother pulling that out of the box right now because I've got another one here, so I'll just keep this tidy packed up for now. They've also got a clip here which looks like it's probably used to clip this down, so the cable down, or maybe keep it against a projector or the stand possibly, right? Who knows? So we'll figure that out shortly. Just want to have a quick look at what's in the box, talk through it whilst I'm opening it up, and then keen to get it fired up and let's see what it's all about. It's more important. So let's try now, and this is interesting. So it's telling me, okay, so this thing here, there's an arrow here telling you to pull this forwards like this, and then this thing effectively sits up, and there is the projector. Now just before I get that opened up, I'm just going to pull out the remote control so you can have a quick look, and there's absolutely nothing else left in the box. That is an empty box. That's a smart remote. I'm just going to go ahead and move this box to the side now because there is really nothing else left in there to see. So just get that out of the way for now. I'm going to put the power supply away as well because I intend on trying to power it up with my battery pack. So this is an old 20,000 milliamp iMutel power supply, really good. It's got power delivery and all that good stuff. Supports really good profiles. So I'm going to go and try and power this up with that, because ideally I'd like to use this with a power supply, with a power pack instead of plugging into the mains. So just before I open that, it's exciting. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly open the remote up. So as I described, very nice sized smart remote there. I'm guessing it's got an IR port, maybe it's got some Bluetooth connectivity as well. And it's got some key buttons there, as you can see. So this is a smart projector, meaning it has got some smart features built into it. Now you can see the key buttons there: Prime Video, Disney Plus, Netflix, and also Samsung's TV Plus service. So all the main sort of services you'd probably want to watch on a device like this, they're there. And then features like streaming from your phone, and also HDMI input via a mini or micro HDMI port, sorry. And there isn't, I note, a micro HDMI cable included in the box, which is fine because I do have an adapter. So let's go have a look at that. So nice, very soft touch to that outside body of the projector. It's very white. Hopefully I won't mark it up. And let's go have a look at the top. So the top here, we've got their lens protector. Anyone that's handled a projector, this is just a normal thing on a projector. You'll always have some sort of a lens cap. So lens cap to protect the lens whilst you're out and about or whilst you're in travels. I'm going to go ahead and peel this off now. So let's just go ahead and peel it off. There we go. And I will just stick this on the box for safekeep. And there it is, there's the lens. So nice, quite a fairly decent sized lens, I suppose. It's got some touch buttons at the front. Now I don't know how convenient it's going to be. I don't really think you'd be reaching to the front whilst it's pointing to the wall, because you'd be doing all that sort of stuff. But it has got some touch buttons there. Now the power button has got a very small little dot just above it there. You can probably see that there. That does help you to kind of feel your way through it, but the other buttons don't, so that's interesting. And this here, I don't know if that's the sensor for the remote. It's got some sort of symbol there, so we'll figure out what that is. You've got some sensors here. One of the key things about this projector, and quite impressive for what I've seen so far, is it's effectively got full auto keystone. So you point this at a wall, it's going to level itself out, it's going to adjust to a 100% rectangle image, it's going to be level across, level going down, and you're not be fiddling there trying to adjust the angles and get it all level on the wall. It's going to do it for you. We're going to see how that all works out as well. So just looking at the side, you've got a microphone switch as well, so I'm guessing this has got some smart features built in, possibly Bixby maybe, who knows. It's got a USB-C port there, and also the micro HDMI port there that you can plug a adapter into, or a micro USB to USB-A HDMI cable if you want, for connectivity to games consoles. And one of the things I will be doing on this is testing games consoles, and I will be putting a video up of that in due course as well. Just going to pull the tab here on the remote to, I guess, I just noticed something very interesting. I'm guessing there's a battery in here, but have a look at that. The new remotes, and this is they're doing with this TV as well now, are rechargeable. That is brilliant, because you're not going to be looking around for batteries when your remote battery dies anymore. And I think one of the newer remotes that Samsung are releasing even charges via your Wi-Fi, so that's interesting, isn't it? So there we go. You can see the power light is definitely flashing on there, so it's trying to connect to something. This thing is currently off. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and point this towards my wall. I'm just going to get it all set up. Once it's all set up, I'm going to be right back, and we're going to start comparing this to the TV. Interesting thing that's just happened is this remote has just turned on my TV, so when we're recording there might be some conflict. I'll be right back. Right, so I've got this thing plugged in, it's powered on. We're just at the welcome screen. I've literally just turned it on now. It's done its auto keystone thing. The left side looks a little bit of an angle to me. I don't know if that's a problem or not. I'll have to test it out later on other surfaces, just to make sure it's not a problem. But as you can see here, it's about 1.5 meters max from the wall, probably not even that, and we're getting an image which is a little bit bigger than the 43-inch TV, so that's not bad at all. And I'm just going to go through the setup here quickly. So it's, as you can see, it's a little bit washed. I'm going to try and just dim the camera a little bit so you can see a bit better for now, and let's see how we go. So how would you like to get started? So it gives you an option to set this up with a smartphone. Let's try that. So I'm going to go ahead and get my phone, and I'm going to see what this is. I'm guessing this is going to be to help sign in and stuff like this, right? So hopefully with a smartphone signing should make things a bit easier. So I'll just go ahead and select smartphone, and it's asking me to scan the QR code. And it's also got a projector code at the bottom as well, projector 9622. That's just some sort of device ID. So I'm going to go ahead and just get my camera on this and scan the QR code. Right. So that's just, so I've literally scanned the QR code. It's asked me to enable location, which I will go ahead and do. And then it's apparently getting everything ready. So let's see, I'm just going to say this is in my home, in my living room. Yep, we're happy with that. You probably can't see that, sorry. It's definitely showing the device. It's saying it's preparing it. It's connecting my screen. It's interesting. So it's setting up via SmartThings. So going back to that. Okay, so it's asking me to follow instructions. So it's giving me some terms and conditions, which I'll go ahead and say okay to. Right, it's registering it to my Samsung account. So it's just saying there, registering on your Samsung account. It's probably locked, so you can't see that there. Okay, I can name the projector. I can set it as a favorite. So again, just asking me to save the projector there. I'm going to go ahead and click next. It asks you to choose a smart device, so you can use it as your Alexa smart device or Bixby. So I'll go ahead and use Alexa because I definitely do not use Bixby. I'll go ahead and see what happens there. Right, so it's saying after you finish setting up projector, you're saying you can choose which one backed up to the Samsung cloud. So let's just do let's back up general information and home screen. Right, okay, cool. And I think we're nearly done. I'm entering a PIN number to secure the device and we're in. So hopefully soon register my product using the device's serial number. Next, I'm going to register it against my account and we're done. Right, so here we go. Let's see what this is all about. So it's 550 lumen, it's not super bright, it's still visible, you can definitely see the picture. I'm sure when I kill the light it's going to be a lot nicer, and I am going to go ahead and do that in a bit. But just before I do that, so enjoy your smartphone screen, so you can do screen sharing as well. I'm not going to do that right now. So what it tells you is you can tap the back of the phone against the top side of the projector. So I'm guessing it's using some sort of an NFC technology there. And when you do that, it's going to allow you to effectively pair your screen, right? So it's going into its Samsung TV mode now here by the look of it. I'm going to go ahead and just try and bring something up to see what the picture is like. If I press the home button, I'm getting the same sort of a UI that I would on a Samsung Smart TV. Let me just lock this brightness for now. So it's definitely not as bright as a TV. I mean, I'll turn the TV on in a minute, but you'll see the TV is definitely a lot brighter in this standard lighting. Let's just go ahead and select something for the sake of it, just to see what it looks like. And let's see what's going on. So it's got a speaker built into it. Speaker sounds nice. That's not bad, to be honest, for a room that's lit with standard lighting. You can see what's going on there. And I'm getting a decent sized image with decent picture, minimal setup, and yeah, there it is, right? It's just there. Wow. So the things that I have to check out is, why is the left hand side not keystoning properly? I wonder if that can be tuned a little bit. To me it doesn't look 100% aligned on the left edge, but then again it might just be that the wall is slightly not straight so I would be trying it on other surfaces. I'm going to go ahead and just move it a bit closer to the wall, right? So see what happens. So you'll see the keystone kicking in again if it needs to, for example. Or if I move it down, you'll see the keystone kicking again. So it's doing its auto keystone, and moving a bit closer to the wall, it's definitely a bit brighter. I'm going to move it back as far as I can here on the table. Links can't be released, Justin. And you can see the image is getting quite large straight away. And one thing I noticed when I turn it on is if I point this towards the TV, it's actually recognizing what it thinks is a frame or maybe a screen, a projector screen, and it actually tries to adjust the image to that size. So have a look at this. Now what it's tried to do there is it's tried to effectively adjust the screen size to that of my TV because it thinks it's recognized a projector frame. So if that was one of those sort of black diamond screens, or maybe even a white projector screen with a black border, it would effectively be adjusting itself to that. So it's focusing, it's doing all the keystone, absolutely minimal setup. That is absolutely amazing. And this is, I guess, one of the benefits of this being portable. Having a feature like this is fantastic, because if it's portable and you're carrying it around, you don't want to spend hours setting this thing up. You want to just put it down and get on with it. And effectively here is what I've done. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and actually kill the lights. I'm going to pause the video for a second. Just going to kill all the lights, get it completely dark, and see what the picture's like there. Right, so now the lights are off, complete darkness, and the picture is really great now. It's giving a really nice rich set of colors. It's very vivid, it's sharp, and now I'm going to go ahead and move it back as far as I can, and let's see, even with a larger screen, yep, it's giving a great picture now. I'm going to enjoy putting some, I guess, full HD content on this. I'm going to try plugging in an Xbox or a PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X, even a PC, and just see how it runs, right? This might be great as a second screen above my monitor, and it doesn't have to always be there. It's not going to use space, and I can just put it in the drawer whenever I want. So that's really nice. Wow, it's a really nice experience to use this. And see that in the minutes that I'm recording this video, I've been able to set this up and get a big screen on the wall with absolutely minimal setup. It's connected through, it's set up through the phone in minutes. It's definitely connected to Wi-Fi, and I'm able to start streaming without any further ado. Now if I sign into my Netflix account, I'll be able to carry on watching Netflix. YouTube's there. Let's just go ahead and try some YouTube. Let's get YouTube. Hopefully I won't need to sign into it. I can just watch something. So we can just test out some content. Let's see how that works. I'm sure there's going to be some firmware updates and whatnot for this as well. So again, YouTube, here it is. Let's just go and put something on. Because I'm not signed in, it's not going to be bringing up my own content. Let's go ahead and play this. Is this a video or is it just audio? I don't know. But there you go. Looks like it's working fine. I won't go ahead and play anyone else's content in case I'm not supposed to be doing so. But there you go. Samsung's Freestyle Projector, portable projector. Hopefully that's answered some questions for you. If you're thinking about buying it, maybe it's answered some questions for you. If it hasn't done, and you have got some other questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section below. I will be posting more videos of this awesome projector when I test out the games consoles and maybe even a PC on it, just to see how it handles gaming. And until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and if you like the video, please leave a thumbs up. You might be able to see the shadow of my hand there, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. Thanks for watching, take care, and all the best.